I had this feeling today that someone needed to hear this. I want you to listen to this very carefully. It is not your fault. Whoever needs to hear this, I'm saying this to you, straight to you, it's not your fault. You may be carrying a lot of guilt, burden, a lot of shame, a lot of embarrassment, doubt, a lot of what ifs right now about something, but let this video be a reminder to you that it is not your fault and it's okay. I have met people who have been through a lot in life, maybe abuse, body shaming, maybe they have been treated very unjustly, unfairly, and it is very sad that they have been through these kind of situations. And what is even sadder is most of them are thinking that it's their fault, and they feel that somehow it is their fault, and that is something which makes me even sad. And it's the same with most of us. Even when we go through something like that, something very disturbing, we start judging ourselves. What if I did this? Maybe I could have done this and things would have been different now. And then they could have treated me better and differently if I did something better. Maybe it was my fault they treated me this way. You have to stop right there. No matter what you do, you will never be enough for some people. You will never be enough to someone who wants to put you down deliberately, and you will never be able to feel valuable around those people who don't want you to be feel valuable and who don't want you to realize your own worth. So it's not your fault and it's not theirs either. It's just their nature and you cannot change it. But I want you to take a moment to appreciate yourself for all the efforts that you have put in those moments to do your best with what you had. The truth is, you did your best with what you knew at that time, and that is all that matters. It doesn't matter what happened, how it hurt you. It could be anything: a relationship that didn't work out, a job interview that you didn't get through, an exam that you failed. You might be blaming yourself for what has happened and that you didn't succeed in all these things. But the truth is, if you have put your 100% efforts with all the information that you had, you put all your heart and soul into the preparation, into that relationship, you have done your best. And I want you to appreciate yourself for all the efforts that you have put in and keep trying to find a good person to get through that interview or that exam that you failed before. Because feeling guilty and stopping there and finding fault with yourself is not going to get you forward. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's only going to make things which are already worse even worse. And when you feel like blaming yourself, look at other people who stopped trying after failing once, who stopped trying, who gave up completely, who didn't have the courage to go on. And look at yourself. You are stronger than you think. You survived those things most people couldn't even imagine going through. You endured all that stuff. You have gone through all that even when getting out of the bed was a big battle. Give yourself credit for all of that. And when people looked down upon you, when people treated you as something unworthy, moments which made you feel defeated again and again, you overcame all of that. None of it was your fault, and you had the strength in you to overcome all that. You cannot take responsibility for what people do to you or what people say to you, how mean they are to you or how mean they speak to you. It is just their nature. You can just take responsibility for how you react to that. They might be just frustrated in the moment and say things. They may have said mean things and did mean things to you, but none of it was your fault. You are just in the wrong place at that particular time. And the fact that you are still trying to become a better person, you're still trying to get something out of your life, you are forgiving all those people, you choose to forgive instead of taking revenge, that shows how strong you are. You're constantly healing, evolving, learning, and becoming the person that you're meant to be, even after going through all that. Now you are learning to breathe again. You are learning to build your life again. You are learning that healing is not forgetting things, but it is forgiving yourself and all those people that hurt you. And healing is not looking at yourself with judgment, but with a lot of compassion that you freely give to everyone else around you. And now you get to write the next chapter of your life. The one where you are no longer at war with yourself, but you are at peace with yourself. When the a chapter where you are finally at understanding with yourself that it is not your fault at all. It never was. And understanding your pain and letting go of all that hurt and all that guilt and shame and disappointment is the starting point of your peace and freedom in life. All that pain, that burden that you're carrying is not yours in the first place. Let it go today and live a peaceful life. It is not your fault and it never was. I hope you don't carry the burdens of your past anymore and live a peaceful and free life. I'll see you in another video. Until then, you take care.